Hi everybody, it is Julie. Welcome back to Pages and Pens. I'm here with no makeup on because I just have a very busy day. I am trying to put together my June TBR. I have a couple books that I know I'm going to be reading. I have a TBR jar pick that I need to get to, and I also have a bunch of Book of the Month books that I have not read yet that I figured I'm going to do a try a chapter on, and then the one that wins will be added into my June TBR. So this is the beginning of my try a chapter little reading. I'm going to let you know which books I'm going to be trying a chapter of, and then I'll come back and let you know which one will be added to my June TBR, which will be coming out later this week. First up, I have The Astonishing Color of After by Emily X.R. Pan. This one looks really, really cool. This is about a girl whose mother dies. She believes that she is reincarnated in the form of a crane, and so she travels to go and try to find her reincarnated mother. I'm interested in this. I know that the audiobook for this is around, I think Chelsea was listening to it, but I'm going to try a chapter of that and see what I think. Then I have, which I'm really super into actually right now, Our Kind of Cruelty by Araminta Hall, and I believe that this one is about like a relationship turned like toxic and stalkery. Like they have these like cruel kind of psychotic games that they play, and then the girl gets a fiance and the guy's like not done playing because he's still interested in her. I don't know, but I'm into it. We're gonna see how that one goes. I'm super into this one too though. This is The Broken Girls by Simone St. James. This one is about, I believe, a school that is haunted, or things die, people die. It's for the 1950 Vermont, and there's a school for girls that nobody wants, and then there's also Vermont in 2014, and it's like a past and present ghosty thing, I think. I don't know. And then one that I am in theory not interested in, but then everybody raved about it, everybody 5-starred it, everybody talked about how great it was, and I felt like a bad Greek for not getting it, and this is Circe by Madeline Miller, and I am actually very interested in this. So I want to give a try to all of these first chapters, see which one is gripping me the most. Like I said, I really am a mood reader lately, so my TBRs are tending to change. I have a couple of buddy reads in June, but not nearly as many because I want to leave myself open to mood read. So I'm going to see which one of these I'm in the mood for right now. I'm going to go read the first chapter, come back and report for each book. So you'll see like a whole bunch of clips of me like going and coming. And then I'll let you know which one will end up on my June TBR. I will see you after I've read the first chapter of Circe. I am back and I've read the first chapter of Circe, which only brought me to page, I think, 12. But I really enjoyed it. I enjoyed it way more than I thought I was going to. I don't know what to say about it really. It just kind of goes over Circe and her siblings and her mother and her father and a little bit of like mythology behind it, and it was super intriguing. The first sentence was phenomenal. It legitimately starts, I thought, pretty strong. When I was born, the name for what I was did not exist. First sentence. It's pretty awesome. I think that's a great first sentence actually. This one was a win. I'm gonna go on to The Broken Girls and see what we have to say for this one, and then I will report back. I just got done the prologue and first chapter of The Broken Girls, and I'm definitely intrigued. I don't know what is going on, but I'm into it. It was like creepy and then also just creepy, but I liked it. It was like a good kind of creepy. I don't know if I want to save it for like an October read, but I did actually really enjoy it a whole bunch more than I thought I was going to. It opened up back in 1950 with a girl running through the woods, and something's there, something's in the darkness, and she's screaming, and she's like, you know, those like woodsy chase scenes where she's getting like ripped up and torn and her hair is coming loose, but she still can't stop running because there's something there in the darkness. And then you jump to the present and you know that the main character, at least I believe it's the main character, her sister has died 20 years ago, and she's still like obsessing over the death and the way that it happened, even though the person that they believe is responsible is in jail. She can't let it go. It was actually pretty interesting. So 2 down, and they were both good. Like, I would read both of them right now. So let's see if there's a standout in the next book, which is Our Kind of Cruelty. So I'm gonna read this one and then I'll report back. Alright guys, I am back, and I actually had time because there was a workman here to get done both of the books. So I also finished the first chapters of Our Kind of Cruelty, which doesn't actually have chapters. It has like a part 1, I'm assuming a part 2, and a part 3. So there's no like chapter ends. There's just these little like eagle bird looking things, and they divide up a little bit of the parts of the book, but there was no like natural stopping point for a chapter, so I stopped at page 12. Gotta say, didn't love the style this was written in. I think the premise is really cool. I think I'm still going to enjoy it when I get to it, which is not going to be now, because I didn't enjoy this one as much nearly as the other ones. And then we had The Astonishing Color of After by Emily X. Arpan. And this one I got to chapter 3, because the first 2 chapters are pretty short. Like even chapter 3 is on page like 9, I think. So it's pretty quick. And I am intrigued. I like it. However, there's like a weird thing that's happening in this story where the character already talks very, very frequently about associating feelings with colors and how certain things make her feel certain colors. And it really took me out of the story. I don't know if I should have anticipated this more, considering there's color in the title, like The Astonishing Color of After, and it is a very bright book. I haven't read the synopsis on this enough to know if that's like a huge part of this, but like it doesn't say anything. No, it doesn't say anything about colors like in the synopsis. So I didn't realize that that was something that this focuses on. I don't know, it was just like a weird aspect of the book, like associating different feelings and different situations with colors. So I do want to read this. I'm not going to read this right now. Unfortunately, these 2 books are out for right now. And because this one is such like an October-y vibe, I think I'm going to hold off on this one too. I think I will eventually get to these 2 probably in October. So like look for these in like an October-ish TBR. This one I definitely still want to get to. I just don't know that it's going to happen right now. But it's still like high on my list of things that I want to read because the premise was really interesting. Just the colors are kind of taking me out. But this one super, super gripped me like from go. And the buzz on this one is so real right now that I feel like I kind of don't want to sit on it. So I'm going to read this one in June. I'm going to add this into my TBR. I also think that if this is one that you guys haven't read yet, it would be cool to buddy read. So I may do a page breakdown of this and put it up on Twitter if you guys want to buddy read this with me. I will do this in June. I'll wait until after my June TBR goes up anyway because I have to wait until Chelsea leaves town and I get back from BookCon. So after that, this will probably be a great time to pick this book up. Very cool try a chapter. Glad I finally got around to trying some of these books, and this is going to be my read. Super cool. Awesome. Look for this book on my TBR. Look for another try a chapter coming up soon because I have a try a chapter with Owlcrate books that's coming up soon because they need to end up on a TBR at some point. I don't know when, but that will happen. So that is it for this one. If you liked it, be sure to give me a big thumbs up, click subscribe, and I will see all of you in my next video. Bye guys.